Hello everybody, it's me, Supreme Sabine Santana, and today I'm here to review the LEGO Marvel Eternals set 76155 in Arishem Shadow. So this set has 493 pieces, was recommended for ages 7 plus, and retailed for $60 in the US when it first released. So at the front of the box, you can see that this set includes 4 minifigures, Ajak, Kingo, Ikaris, and Sersi, and Ajak and Kingo are exclusive to this set, so it's nice to get them. And then you can see the big Arishem, big fig thing, and then there's also a small little Deviant that you can use to fight these two Eternals. And then on the front of the box, you can also see that this set includes, well, it doesn't include, but it shows all 10 Eternals right here, and then there's an E that represents the name of the movie, and the set has a light brick, which is pretty cool. At the top of the box, you can see that this set includes the Ajak minifigure, and that's the actual size of it. At the side of the box, this is the third Eternal set I'm reviewing, so here's the side box art, which I like to show in these Eternals reviews. You can see Ikaris, Ajak, Sersi, and Kingo in like this really nice line format, and I really like these side box arts. And then there's also the LEGO logo up there. Towards the back of the box, you can see Arishem in the background with the 4 Eternals fighting this Deviant. Then you can see that the set is 30 centimeters high and 11 inches tall, so it's a very tall set. You can see it can hold Ajak or any other Eternal minifigure. Then you can see the light brick glowing, and then there's the name of the movie. It says to go to a website there, and then it's the LEGO logo and the set number right there, and 2 push holes I can use to open the box. Now that I showed you guys the box of this set, let's start building it. let's look at the minifigures. And the first minifigure in the set is Ajak. So she has some really nice blue and with blue torso and blue legs with these gold arms, and then she also has these like gold markings and gray markings on her shirt. I really like this minifigures. It's probably one of my favorite Eternals minifigures. I just think it looks very elegant, and I'll zoom in. You can see like a lot of the Eternals in these waves. She has a lot of several circles on her torso. She also has toe printing, which is nice to see on these Eternal figs. Then you can also see she has like the gold scepter, which yeah, that looks cool. It's a little different from the one that's included with Dina, but I still like it. And then she has this, I don't know if this is a new face. This is personally my first time getting it, so it's nice to have it in this set. And then she has this black hair, which was used on like the Kamala Khan figure, so it's also nice to get that piece in black. And if you take off her hair piece, you can see the back Haggard printing as well as the back torso printing a bit better now. You can see there's more circles. I like to point out these circles on the Eternal figs, some lines that go down on her torso, and then she has like a more annoyed or angry, or yeah, that kind of expression, which is nice to get. Kingo's torso looked really good, but I'm not too sure about the hair piece. The head also is good. I'm not sure if it's exclusive, but it does work well to represent the character's personality. And you can see there's two circles right there, a circle on like a super gold circle right there, and then you can see he also has his color scheme is like purple, that light purple-ish color, and then some gray, which is pretty cool. I do like this torso print colors. And then you can see he also has the power blast pieces, which I believe I've been using these wrong in my reviews, which I've been pulling them right here, but you're actually supposed to push them like this. And yeah, that does work a lot better than how they've been working in my previous reviews, so I apologize for those errors. My sister made me realize that mistake. But yeah, you can see that there's toe printing down here on this fig as well. And he has like a little smirking expression with his eye raised, which this could be very good for customs if you're trying to make like a class clown or something. So that's good. And then he has, I don't even know what this hairpiece is. It's like this slicked back, more elegant hair, which I don't think really works for this character. And then here's the back printing, and I'll remove the hair. This face is probably less useful. It's just like a smiling, happy face. Actually, thinking about it, this face might be good for like Sokka or something. Yeah, I think I like this head for Sokka. But anyways, coming back to the main figure, you can see there's more very, very slight gold detail printing, which shows how much care they put into these figures. So yeah, good figure, and I do like this one. So the next fig in the set is Ikaris, and he comes in 3 of the 4 Eternal sets, so I'm sure you guys seen him before. But in short, my thoughts on this fig is, it's okay. It's not my favorite one, especially because the hair color is wrong and the face doesn't look right. But the torso and the leg printing is phenomenal, like all the Eternal figs. You can see there's some circles down there, some circles at the top too, and this one has toe printing with like that like line as well, and then dark blue under it. You can see there's some knee pads here, and then like maybe a little waist part right here, and then some gold parts on the top of the legs that continue into the bottom of the torso. So yeah, it looks pretty good, and it looks very three-dimensional, especially in this area right here. And you can see he has like this hairpiece, which doesn't really fit. I don't know what color this is, but it doesn't really work very well. And then you can see he has the Han Solo head, which it also doesn't work well because he has like a stubble in the movie. And then you can see turning him around, he has more circles on his back, which I really like how they all have like that continuity of having circles that helps them feel like they're part of the same team. And then he has a more angry face, which again, this one doesn't work very well. And the previous Ikaris figure we got, which was the one in like the Deviant ambush set, came with power blast pieces, but this one doesn't, unfortunately, which I mean, I guess it's just what they want to do with this fig. So I guess it's fine. You can just use the power blast pieces from Kingo if you want to give it to him. And the final minifigure in this set is Sersi, and she's the main character of the movie, and she is not exclusive to this set. She comes in the rest of the Doma, which is what I'm gonna build after this one. And it's kind of weird that the cheapest set, the main character of the film comes in. It's a $60 set, but hey, I'm not gonna question it all that much. You can see she has I really like her color scheme, which is like green and silver. I think it works really well for this figure, and I wish we got to see it on like Ninjago figures for Lloyd, because his color scheme is always gold and green, but seeing the silver on his fig really makes me wish we got some for him too. But forgetting Ninjago, if I can go one video without talking about that Lego theme, you can see that again this figure is also probably one of my favorites just because of that green and gold, or green and silver color scheme. And then you can see she has toe printing as well, and she also has like these little lines to represent knee pads, and then she has like I already said, silver circle right there, and then she has some silver parts to the side of her as well, and she has a face that I don't really think works for her. It's the same one as Katie's hair, or Katie's head from Shang-Chi, so removing that head, you can see the back, which is a more angry face. I think this was also used on like Princess Leia, maybe. I feel like it was. I'm not sure though. And then you can see she also has some silver parts to the side, some more circles, and then nothing at the back of the legs, which is typical. So yeah, pretty good figure, and it's definitely one of my favorite Eternal figs. So, as always, let's do side build first, and the only side build in this set is this Deviant, and this is fine. It's really reminiscent to the one that comes in Deviant Ambush, which we can bring Ikaris in here to as a comparison so you guys like know the size. And I mean, this is a very simple build, but it is because minifigures are small, this is going to be a very good like opponent to your figs if you're trying to do battles, which is good. You can see he has these wings, which are very similar, just like downscale versions to the one that comes in that set. And then you can see the tail, it uses the same pieces that the wings use, and then it also uses the same parts as the feet for like these parts right here. And then the head is the same printed piece that comes in the Deviant Ambush set, and the only stickered part of this build is like this part down here, which you're not usually going to see it, so I don't think this sticker is super important. But yeah, you can just use these very simple legs, plop it down, and then you can make it fly and stuff. So these wings are obviously, you can, well, there's not much you can really do with the wings. You can't like make them flap like in the Deviant Ambush set. However, you can move the head up and down very slightly, and maybe you can do it a bit more if you adjust the ears. Yeah, you can do it a bit more if you adjust these ears, which are also very simple. So yeah, pretty good build. Definitely not like something I'm super interested in, but yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they also include these spikes at the back of it. So yeah, let's move on to the main build of what you guys are here for. So now that we've finished looking at the minifigures, let's look at the main build, which is Arishem, and this is easily the tallest thing I've ever reviewed on this channel. However, it won't be the tallest thing I review for long, hint hint, wink wink, cough cough. But moving that out of the way, you can see I'll just bring in Ikaris again, just so you can see how tall this is. Like, this thing is actually massive. I mean, there's not much you're actually going to be doing with this if you do want to play with it, because it's just like supposed to be this tall thing that like watches all over planets and stuff. So yeah, it is. So yeah, it is not like mech or anything. You can't put a figure in here, in case you didn't realize that already, which there isn't much I'm going to show you from this angle because we're so far away. I'm going to zoom in and then show you some things individually because it's so tall. But just before we go zoom in, I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if this shows up on camera. Okay, it does. Yeah, you can see that this thing has a light brick, which it's on the box, but it does look very good on camera, and I do really like how that's included. I'm not sure if that was actually in the movie, but it's still nice to have it even if it wasn't, because that's good to like part out or just to have on this build, because yeah, it does look really nice. So yeah, let's zoom in and see the features of this build more in close. we'll start with the legs of this thing, and these look pretty good from most angles. You can see there are some gaps here, but the only angle I'd say that this thing really looks bad is when you're looking at this from the back, because as you saw in the build, they use Technic pieces to build this, which, I mean, it works from, again, the front, but if you're looking at it from the back, the black Technic pieces do look really out of place, but it's still okay. It could be a lot worse. Oh yeah, we'll discuss how well this thing stands in a minute once we finish looking at these legs, but I'll just fix this and stand it up. So now you can see, yeah, so the feet use these like dish pieces and like this trans sparkly gold, which I'll move this up so you can see. That looks really nice, and I do really like how that was used as the feet. And then they also have these like Technic parts that like help this thing to stand up, which I guess that is necessary if you want to have those as the feet. And this thing does have movable knees, as you saw when this thing fell, which I think contributes to why it's not very stable. These like ball joints do not very well like hold up the rest of this build, so I would have preferred if this thing didn't have knee joints, because again, as I said, this thing is just gonna be like watching over planets. It's not gonna be like fighting other people or something, so I don't think knee joints are very necessary as they are in like Ninjago mechs. And I just referenced Ninjago again, which I said I wouldn't, but I know it's kind of hard to. But let's try and just not talk about that ever again in this video. So as you can see, they have these stickered parts, one right here, and it's mirrored on this sticker. Then you have one here, which I believe is, no, it's not the exact same. See, these stickers, it's kind of hard to see with this lighting, but adjusting, yeah, see that sticker and this sticker on this leg are the same, and then these two stickers are, see, why does this lighting suck? Okay, there we are. That sticker and that sticker inside that leg are the same. So yeah, and then you have these like armor pieces for the legs that protrude into these knee, which we already looked at the knees. Then these are stickers, and yeah, those are the only stickers on these like parts of the legs that allow it again to see. These knee joints, they don't look good when you're moving it. Like, see, look at that. Yeah, these, I don't really think these knees needed to be part of this, but they unfortunately were. Now let's take a look at the torso and the arms, since that's the part we're at. So as we already saw, you can make this thing glow, which it looks very nice. I do like that, and unfortunately, yeah. Let's fix the legs so it doesn't fall over again. And yeah, I do like this like bit of pink, transparent pink that's scattered across this. You can see them there, there. And there's actually like a lot of stickers on this. You can see one at the crotch area, some right there, and then you can also see some on the sides of the arms, which we'll look at in a minute. But yeah, and you can see this thing. I guess the waist is kind of where this thing falls apart and feels a little cheap, or overpriced to me is the word I should use, because this is $60. And while yeah, it's very tall, the main bulk of this is the body, but as you can see, this waist part is like very thin. Like, it does make it nice because it's easier to hold it and stuff, but other than that, I wish there was more bulk to this waist area. You can see from the side, yeah, it's not very thick either. And then looking at it from the back, there's the place where I used to push down on the light brick, which I wish there was like something, obviously it's super easy to modify this, like push a axle in there so it's easier to press it, but and it's kind of weird that they didn't already do that. And you can see that it gets clipped into there. That's how we put it into the body. And then you can see, yeah, there's a bunch of exposed Technic, well, not exposed Technic, but exposed anti-studs at the back, which doesn't look very good to me. And then you can see, we'll look at the arms now. So there's this little, we'll only look at we'll only go into detail on one of these arms because they are identical. You can see that, zooming out a little bit, you can see here is the shoulder pads of the arms, and these just like rest over, and I do think these are actually built very good. I've had some minor complaints but with this set, but these shoulder pads are built excellent. There's nothing that could be improved on them. And yeah, you can see that sticker is right there, and then some transparent pink. Then you can see, unfortunately, these arms, actually I don't have anything to complain about these arms except for some like bad colors like this gray right here, but aesthetically, or I don't know, I don't, what's the word I'm trying to use, like maybe functionally, yeah, these work well. You can pose the arms, and they have stud shooters, which I guess is, it doesn't really, you can take these off, and some kids may want to play with this like it's an actual like action figure, so then maybe the stud shooters are fine. But yeah, I don't have a problem with them, because if you don't like them, you can take them off. So yeah, good job on your part, Lego, for adding extra play value to this thing than just like a tall machine mech celestial. Yeah, and then it's mirrored on the other side, which you can see, I forgot to show you, that you can hold the figure in this. You can of course pose the fingers as well, and I won't shoot these stud shooters just simply because I don't want to lose them. But yeah, I can take Ajak or Sersi or any of the Eternals if you want to, and just place them right there. And yeah, looking at this from the front, looks like he's holding, see, this thing is falling down again. It looks like he's holding the Eternal, which looks really good. And yeah, I'll steady this up again, and then we'll look at the head. So here's the head, and I do have to have this thing leaned quite a bit in order for you guys to see the head, so I do apologize for that, because my stand cannot go too high. You can see, I believe these are the last stickers in the set, these parts right here. Again, most of these stickers are not super important, they just like add a bit of extra detail, which I guess is nice. You can see this head is actually probably the hardest part of the set to build. Like, everything else was pretty straightforward, but if you notice in the review, well, in the build part, I mean, I made like a mistake with building it, and I had to fix it. So yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, but I mean, this set is like, has a higher age restriction thing, so age recommendation, yeah, so I don't think having advanced building techniques in this is a very bad idea. But yeah, you can see this thing has like this weird bar piece, which I'm gonna take this off because I've never seen this in a set before. Well, this is the clip, but yeah, if you guys seen this piece, then you're lucky, because this is my first time getting that piece, which it looks cool. Maybe I could use this on like mocks if I ever got it in bulk. I can't think of any ideas right now, but yeah, looks like a really cool piece. But then looking at the head itself, that is not on the other side, which I didn't really look at Arishem too well, so I don't know if that's like accurate. It probably is, because I don't know why they put that on him. But yeah, he has like these eyes, which look really nice. They look, the color inside of the eyes really reminds me of like a Lego pig color. I don't think that's actually the color of the Lego pig, but that's just the what it reminds me of, the Lego pig. But then yeah, you can see there's some like pink studs in here. Then you have like these like I feel like these are car pieces on the top of it. You have those same pink tiles on the side, and then you have like the those pink pieces that are used inside of it are guns, are like the like a realistic gun pieces, as you saw in the build process. And then yeah, this is a pretty good head. And yeah, I'll turn it 360 just in case you missed anything. So yeah, overall pretty good head, and yeah, this thing is very tall. So, as I'm sure you guys know, my reviews are very long, and I don't think that's very good for like the YouTube algorithm. So, in order to shorten my reviews by a little bit, I will not be like showing you all the individual extra pieces from now on. I mean, I'll show you them, but I won't like tell you what they are, because you guys can see them for yourselves. So, only you put these extra pieces here so you guys can like confirm that you built everything right and that you didn't like miss a step or something. So yeah, that's there if you need it. And yeah, I'll move on to my overall thoughts now. So yeah, these will be much faster now. So, what are my overall thoughts on this set? And I feel like it's a good set, but $60 for it is a bit much, because as I already established a little bit in this review, it's very tall, but it's not very thick, and the price per piece ratio isn't very good either. And a lot of these pieces are small too, so I think that also helps to me feeling that this set is a little bit overpriced. And yes, you do need this set to get these two minifigures, but you need all the Eternal sets to get all the Eternals. So I'm not sure if that really is important to your decision on getting which Eternal set. So yeah, I do think you should get this set, but I've seen it on sale. In fact, we got it on sale for half off. So yeah, I feel like $30 for this set is a steal because it is a very good mech. And yeah, if you can find this set on sale, which you probably will because it's pretty much on sale everywhere at this point, then yes, definitely get it. But if you don't see this set for $30 or even $40 and $50 is the most you should be paying for this set, then don't get it because yeah, it's very thin and there are a lot of minor problems with this set, like how it always wants to fall down and the super thin waist. So yeah, again, please like and subscribe to this channel so that you can help my videos be shown to more people. And I'll see you guys soon in the next review, which as you guys know is going to be Rise of the Domo, and then we'll be done with all the Eternal sets, which I'm not sure what sets we'll be building after the Eternals, but we'll take this one step at a time. So again, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review coming next week. Bye!